Greetings and beyond the new, and welcome to the current installment of What If Deku Had a Dinosaur King Quirk, Part 7. Now, where we last left off. Okay, so yeah, we had just finished the movie with Hummer Eyes, so now we will be going into the overhaul arc. Which they will begin, the League of Villains will end up getting the white Cosmos Stone in it from Overhaul. Okay, everything goes like in canon, except when Muriel fights the heroic class with Nejire and Amajiki assisting him. Our Deku, Ochaka, Rex and Laura immediately go into their fused forms. And I'm going to be adjusting it a little. Instead of the big 3, it's the big 4. Or, it will be a student that is actually Nejire's twin sister. While they have similar quirks, instead of Nejire's twin, which will be Kikyo, Hado, it will be instead of using life energy, she uses mental energy instead. Now, I forget what Nejire's quirk is called, but for her sisters, it's known as mind power. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, let's get back into the video. Okay, so I'm going to say in this one, Nejire and Muriel are together, while Amajiki and Kikyo, her twin sister in this, are together. Now, for Kikyo's personality, it's basically the opposite, but it seems mostly the opposite, but she still has a lot of questions, and she has a fondness for quirk analysis, so she finds a kindred spirit with Deku and his quirk analysis. But she makes it clear to Amajiki that she'll always love him, and that always makes him blush crimson. To hear that, Mina goes into asking them, ask her Kikyo to say, "Oh, does that mean you want to marry him in the future?" She blushes at this and rapidly shakes her head and is saying, "Heck yes. Yes, he's my other half, my soulmate. And yes, I believe in that kind of thing. And if you know what I mean by other half, then just watch, at least watch the scenes from Lion King 2, the animated one, in case they ever make a remake of the Lion King 2, to the song Love Will Find a Way." Okay, so yeah. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Anyway, we get back into the video with, and then Amajiki nearly passes out from happiness at this, but he manages to write himself off because he doesn't want to look any, because he realizes his shyness is can be considered a little bit pathetic, but he doesn't want to Kikyo to his Kikyo to open to see him be that pathetic. Oh, and okay, so yeah, and okay, on the looks department, Artman, except for the hair and eye color, or the colors she has for her. Okay, so yeah, she basically looks identical except for her hair and eye color. Okay, her hair color is actually crimson red, and so same with her eyes. So yeah. And mental energy is actually going to be the color of green. Green, yeah. Green mental energy for her attacks. Okay, so yeah. Kikyo fights Laura, or Nejire fights Ochaka. Rex fights uh no fights let's see. Oh yeah, Amajiki, while Deku fights uh fights uh fights uh fights Mirio. While everyone rushes in before making a plan, all the other members of the heroic course all get beaten in an instant by the Big Four. So yeah. Anywho, then the fight begins. Ends for Laura and Kikyo's fight. It will basically be like actually, for all of them, it will basically look like your stereotypical stand fight from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Enters for Mirio and Amajiki's fight, while yeah, for them, but for Hato and for the Hato sisters, it will actually look more like an energy blast fight between like two Godzillas versus two Mecha Godzillas. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, that's how the fight basically goes. Then we skip to the internships. So yeah, Amajiki gets students internships like he does in canon, which is going to be, which is Kirishima, but also Tetsu. So yeah, and the Hato sisters are actually interning with Ryukyu as well. So yeah, Hato brings along oh yeah, sorry, bit of a brain toot. Oh yeah, it's going to be same like in canon, which is Sue and Ochaka, while her sister brings let's see. Oh yeah, Yui the growth quirk with non-living items, and the poltergeist quirk user from formerly known as Class 1B. Okay, so yeah. And, okay, so Muriel actually brings along Deku, along with, oh yeah, the guy with the beast quirk as well. The one that basically makes him look like a sunglasses wearing Chewbacca, but with a clean shaven face. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, everything goes like in canon up until when they run into Eri. When they do, before Chisaki pops in and Chomp, Ace, Crusher, Thrasher, Kata, Dino, Dan, and Sue come out in their chibi forms, and they cuddle up next to Eri to calm her down. This works until Overhaul pops in. Then that's when the mentioned dinosaurs block Chisaki from grabbing Eri. So yeah. I'm going to say after the fight, they unlock all the members that have the stones in them. Unlock a new feature, which means that they'll have mental links to all the dinosaurs related to the element of the stone that they have inside of them, along each be able to have mental links with the 4 special dinosaurs. Or so, yeah. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Oh, and the reason why I'm using this image is, well, I just felt like using this image, even though I find some of the faces in the image to be funny. And I mean from the bottom part of the image. Anyway, okay, so yeah, let's get back into the video. So yeah, anywho, okay. All the dinosaurs tell their respective users that all unanimously say we shouldn't let this guy take the child. So, unlike in the original, Deku actually glares harshly not only at Overhaul, making him a little scared, because he's also inadvertently channeling all the bloodlust from the 4 special dinosaurs, along with every other lightning dinosaur that he has to be able to use. So yeah. Along with his own bloodlust. So yeah. And this glare is enough to make Muriel reconsider just letting Eri be taken away. So Deku picks Eri up, and then all the dinosaurs start glaring at Chisaki, and then Deku says, "Enough. We're taking this little girl to the hospital, and my gut's telling me you're not. You're using her for evil. And I, as a future hero, will not allow someone like that to harm such an innocent child." With all the venom of every single venomous species of snake, along with any species of poisonous snakes that are in legends. Okay, so yeah. Then Chisaki was about to say, no, She's my. Then Ares speaks up saying, "Yes, please, don't let that man take me," in the most cutest and most timid and scared voice you can think of, which makes Mirio and the former Class 1B classmate worry, and this just makes the dinosaurs, along with Rex, all come out in fury, making them all, including Rex and Deku, just want to beat the ever-living crud out of Chisaki, leaving him close to death with millimeter, no, yeah, a millimeter, no, millimeter or centimeter from life. But they know they can't do that without any negative repercussions. That's when they take Eri with the guy with the beast quirk and Muriel tagging close behind. Muriel apologizing to Chisaki, sorry about them. They're very protective of children. And so, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll meet you back at this spot and bring her back to you. With Deku and Rex saying, heck no. We meant what we said. Oh yeah, they said all of that to Chisaki in unison. So yeah. Okay, so now we skip ahead to when they get Eri to the hero that they're interning, Sir Night-Eye. Sir Night-Eye was about to berate them for being so reckless, but they just gave all the dinosaurs and their partners gave them the Kage Death Glare. If you don't know what the Kage Death Glare is, then I suggest you watch my first What If Witch was in My Hero Academia / My Witch Hero Academia. And I mean witch like the Wicked Witch of the West, but from the series Witch. It's that has a bunch of dots in between each of the letters. You know, the theme song goes like we are witch. Yeah, goes a little like that. So yeah. That's how it's going to be. So yeah. Okay. Then we skip ahead to the raid. Dr. Z, along with Seth and David Shield, Melissa Shield, along with Rex's biological parents, Aaron's create a machine that basically reads and shows memories, just like the machine that Lucas from Meet the Robinsons makes, but more futuristic. I guess you can say it's like a cross between Lucas's machine from Meet the Robinsons, which is a really good movie, especially if you're into time travel plots. Okay, so yeah. But also the memory eraser from the series of Monsters versus Aliens. It's a really good series too. But if you haven't seen the series or just the movie, or the series then just the movie and not the movie, I suggest you watch both, because the movie does start it, and then there's the Halloween Halloween movie special. Then, of course, then there's a series of Monsters vs. Aliens. Okay, so yeah. Let's get back into the video. So, yeah. Anywho, let's see. Let's. Okay. So, they all see Aries' memories of all what she's been through, and this gives them the justification for the raid. Okay. Everything goes like in canon. 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 And then up until, okay, so Rex and Deku along fight Chisaki in their fuse forms. Arms. With Ochaka in her non-fuse form fights Toga and the Nomu Nomu Stegosaurus. And then that fight happens. All the fights happen just like in canon, but Rex is actually backing up Deku, so it's more like a 1-on-2. Okay, so yeah. With the fights go like in canon, except Ochaka actually does fight using Paris versus Toga versus the Stegosaurus Nomu. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, now we get back into the fight with Rex just being taking just backing up while Muriel gets Eri taken away. Okay, so yeah. So the fight goes like in canon. Then that's when Overhaul takes out the white Cosmos Stone. He managed to get the League of Villains gave him a machine which he can channel the Cosmos Stone, the white Cosmos Stone energy through his body without actually touching it and damaging him. So yeah, that's and they're just basically using him as a guinea pig. So yeah, that's why he even has it in the first place. Hey, so yeah, let's see. Let's get back into the fights. So he's brimming with white Cosmos Stone, but since it's being channeled through him, it doesn't make Ace and all the other wind-related dinosaurs go respond like the other dinosaurs do. Okay, so, and this is where, after the fight is over, well, it seems like the fight's over, and while he's still in his fuse form with Ace, Rex gets a premonition, actually meets the white pterosaur. If you haven't seen the series, then yeah, she's basically a helper of the main cast in the series. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, let's get back into the video. this, and then they manage, and then when Overhaul goes into his monstrous form, Orm, Orm, that's when Rex and Max do a fusion form of Ultimate Light, Ultimate Thunder, and Ultimate Wind. In a fusion attack, basically like Thunderstorm Bazooka. But it's called Ultimate Dual Elemental Strike, which not only uh, shatters Overhaul's body, or he has to reconstruct it back to normal, letting his grunts take the forefront of it. But the Cosmos Stone felt bad for them, so it decided to heal them just enough so they won't die. So yeah, because the Cosmos Stones and the Dinosaur Plate Stones aren't necessarily inherently good or evil. It's just it just depends on the user. So yeah. That's basically it. So yeah. Then Chisaki thinks his quirk is powerful enough to use the Cosmos Stone without that armor. Oh, the armor's fully intact, but this since Chisaki is overestimating his quirk, so in his moment of desperation to defeat the Deku and X, he grabs it with his bare hands, and it basically puts him into the same state that I forget his name, but if you've seen the series, that guy that's basically at war, leading a war against and one of the Japanese wars in history. So yeah, goes in that kind of state. Now the armor also had a mini drone that would collect the white Cosmos Stone, while while Toga and Twice were also setting off bombs connected to uh the drone's control system. The drone would activate it to be able to get away. Hey, so yeah. Then Rex X X relays what happened in his vision, and then that's when the Cosmos Stones that they have, which is the red and purple Cosmos Stone, react together, float out of their containment unit, touch each other, and then uh and then Rex, Deku, Rod, Laura, Ochaka, the members of the Alpha Gang, Rex's biological parents, and Seth all get a shared vision from the two Cosmos Stones. So yeah, that's how it happens. Okay, so yeah, that's how it happens. So yeah. Okay, then they are visited in a vision by by the white pterosaur, saying, "What you have been doing is right, but even if you manage to get the other Cosmos Stones from the League of Villains, you must not allow for all 7 Cosmos Stones to be in the same area, for if they are, our doomsday will certainly follow, not just for your world, but for all of time and space," she would say, because In the series, she has a feminine voice, and she sounds exactly like she does in the series. If you haven't heard what she sounds like, you could just look up the voice actor for the White Pterosaur from Dinosaur King, or just watch scenes with the White Pterosaur or from Dinosaur King. So yeah, but I still suggest you watch the Dinosaur King series. So yeah, anywho, that's how it'll be for now. Now, let's see. I still got some time because I felt like adding 2 extra minutes to each of the pictures I use. So yeah, for the video. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, then the vision fades. Then Seth, Rex's biological parents, Aaron along with start to work on a spaceship that would carry that would that when before the for after they've retrieved the the next Cosmos Stone, which will be the blue Cosmos Stone. So yeah, take those 3 Cosmos Stones, put them into a spaceship, and then launch them out into space to assure that that the 7 Cosmos Stones would not be reunited. And by that time, Melissa, David Shield, and Rex's biological parents and Seth would completely be able to create a radar that's basically as accurate as the Dragon radar from Dragon Ball Z. So yeah. Anywho, that's why I'm going to be leaving it off. Like, comment, and subscribe, but I'm not doing this for that. I'm doing it to do my own thing, to unload my creative juices, and yes, I said it like that, and I said that. Anywho, bye!